Hey, have you ever felt like you just can't find your kind of people? Now, we're connected globally, and yet it's still really hard to find your own tribe.
Yeah.
Well, this morning's guest will help us kick loneliness to the curb. Welcome conscious connection expert Karina Chapman to the show. Good morning, Karina.
Good morning.
Karina, I think the first question that we need to ask you is what exactly is a conscious connection?
Sure. So conscious connection is a way to gain awareness and knowledge about the type of people that you want to attract, and then using that clear vision to connect with others to manifest the relationships that you dream of.
Okay. Get you thinking a little laterally, doesn't it?
I like it.
Yeah.
Now, so for an example, if someone moves to a new area, okay, which happens quite a little,
Yeah.
quite a lot, how do they make new quality relationships?
Yeah, that's a hard one. A lot of people find difficulty in doing that. So firstly, you want to become clear on who you want to attract. What would you have in common? What type of interests would you like to have these people to have? Is there anything in common that you'd like to have? And what are their core values and traits? So, for example, if you love yoga or a particular sport, then what you'd want to do is book into sessions, say yoga, for example. If you go to the same session regularly, then you see the same people there. And if you get there early, you can start having a bit of a conversation with them and even work up to suggesting coffee after the class for a catch-up to start a new friendship.
I like this. This is really clever. It's harder as you get older, I think, as well. When you're little kids, you just go and play with someone and you play with someone different, every day, and then you make friends, and it's more difficult as you become older. So just
Absolutely.
wondering, Karina, are there some tips that you can share to attract some new friends?
Absolutely. So firstly, you need to be conscious of what didn't work in past friendships. Was there someone that perhaps was not honest with you, or were they inconsistent? And you really want to know whether you want honest friendships or consistent friendships. You know, if they say that they're going to come, to a certain event, you want them to turn up. So once you're conscious of what didn't work, then you know what it is that you do want. You want consistent, thoughtful people that turn up and show up and support you as a friend. So once you're conscious, then you know what type of people you want. The next thing that might actually be holding you back from finding new friends is you could have a negative belief. So if you believe that it's really difficult to find your kind of people in a new town, then it will be. So if you can change that around to think, you know what, I find it really easy to connect with quality people that I would love to have in my life every day, then that has a different vibration and it helps to attract people that are on your vibe. And once you've gained clarity on your core traits and the core traits that you want to attract, which will be the same, because core traits like, say, honesty, loyalty, being supportive, when you've got that in both people, then you can have a long-term relationship. If your core traits don't match, then that's where you lose friendship. So once you've done that, you want to create a clear vision of your new positive friendship circle. So what does it look like? What are you doing together? Are you having fun? Are you going on holidays? That type of thing. And then really it's about being courageous and taking a small risk to say hello to a stranger like we did when we were kids and expand our comfort zone. And that's the way that we can discover our tribe.
This is really good stuff. And while you've been talking to this, Karina, I've been thinking about lots of different friendships that I've had and how they started. And once you break it down, it's not as scary as you think, really, is it?
Exactly. We're just not used to it now because we're out of the habit of making new friendship circles.
I'm just wondering too, Karina, with the impact of COVID the last 12 months or so, has that changed people's thinking around taking those small risks and saying hello to strangers? Because we've been locked away for so long. Have you seen a change in people's behaviour?
Absolutely. I think people are more willing to say hello to strangers because we're feeling more isolated. And actually research shows that 1 in 4 adults are feeling higher levels of loneliness than ever before. So it's really important that we do reach out and we say hello to new people and make new connections because that's what gives us joy in life.
I think we need to challenge everyone today just to say hello to a stranger. You just don't know what that might do for their day as well. Karina, this is fascinating stuff, just such valuable information. If people would like to find out more, where would they find you?
Sure, they can look up my website, which is karinachapman.com, or contact me through Facebook profile, which would be the same, Karina Chapman. And I'm very happy to share all the knowledge that I can because I love to connect people.
Good on you, Karina. We've loved our connection with you this morning as well. Have a great Friday. We look forward to chatting to you again at some stage in the future.
Thanks. It's been a pleasure.